we said just before the match, if one of us was to come off the bench and score, that we'd come over and we'd click for appreciation of the whole team. But yeah, I thought that was really nice of us.
Jess, great to have you with us. Welcome to the Football Daily and welcome to the quarterfinals. Not bad on your major tournament debut.
No, definitely not. Yeah, incredible experience and I'm really excited to carry it on.
So let's talk about the fact that you played 45 minutes against Wales a couple of days ago and your parents were there watching as well. Just how special was that moment?
I think for them to be there, I think was the most special part about it. For them to see me make my debut on one of the biggest stages. I think, you always dream about it from being a kid and then for it to actually happen, you're like, wow, I don't really have words for this moment. But yeah, I was really excited to come on, happy and had fun.
Did it feel different in any way?
It felt like a game of football. I think when I get on the pitch, I just automatically turn focus to the football and the task and what I need to do. So I think the moments after and just before it were the real pinch me moments, I think.
Now we wanted to talk about the celebrations on the subs bench because if anyone missed it, we want to just talk about what the clicking was all about. So we saw goals from Beth Mead and from Aggie Beaver-Jones. Just explain it to us.
We kind of had a little click appreciation kind of thing for the whole of the squad, I think. And I think we said just before the match, if one of us was to come off the bench and score, that we'd come over and we'd click for appreciation of the whole team. But yeah, I thought that was really nice of us.
I mean, it was amazing to see. And I think a few of us found it quite funny because it looked like some of the starters didn't really know what was going on.
They
Ella
probably
Toon
didn't.
was a bit
We probably missed that bit out to tell them because we planned it on the bench as we were going to, come on to the game. So I think they know now as to what we was doing.
So how important is it for the bench to have an identity in and amongst a squad like this as well?
I think it's really important, you never know when you're going to be needed, how long you're going to be needed for. And I think it's really important that we're all in it together and we all prep ourselves ready and we kind of give each other the energy to be ready to go on. And I think, you saw that on the pitch, how together we are and how much, we're looking after each other all across the board, on the pitch, off the pitch, whatever. I think that's really important in this team.
And for those of you that have been on the bench so far during this tournament, have you enjoyed keeping those players who've been starting on their toes? Is there a bit of rivalry in training and things like that?
I mean, I think our levels in training are always high. I think we always try and give the starters the best possible chance to, get prepped for the game, however that looks. And I think, that's the most important thing, that we're ready, they're ready.
It's Sweden now in the quarterfinals. Jess, we finally know who the opponent is. Now, I'm sure you were completely unaware, but during that Wales game, we as a media, as press, as fans, were going through a roller coaster of emotions because at one point England were topping the group and potentially playing Germany. I assume you had no idea.
I think we had a couple of updates come on the bench, so we knew kind of that the Netherlands were winning at one point, but obviously we keep that information and we play the game in front of us, so I don't think the starters knew anything about it.
So where did the threats lie with Sweden then?
I think, Sweden are a really, really strong team. You've seen how they've played in the tournament. I think whenever we've come up against them, they've always been a big challenge. And I think they can play all different ways. They can find ways to score, not just by the wings, but by going long and different ways of playing. And I think it's really important that we just protect ourselves and get ready for all of that. And that's what we'll be doing this week.
A lot of familiar faces in that team as well. You've played against many of them in the WSL. Does that change anything?
I think it's always, nice to play against your friends and your rivals and whatever. And I think it's always going to be a good game when that happens. So.
Now, the other thing that was happening during that Wales game when all the changes were going on in Group D was there were cheers coming from the England fans when they thought that England were going to avoid the Spanish side of the draw. So I wonder, as a group of players, is that something you talk about? And were you sort of thinking about that?
To be honest, I don't think it was spoke about like that. I think, we're always prepared to face whoever we have to face and we're always up for whatever challenge it may be. I think every single team in this competition has showed how capable they are of going far, and I think that's the most important thing, that we just prepare for whoever comes in front of us, and I think that's what we'll do.
And what about for you though, if we go back just a couple of months earlier this year at Wembley into it 2025, you scored a winning goal against Spain. Was that one of the most special goals of your career so far?
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to score a big goal in a big game, and I think to do it at Wembley, my first goal at Wembley was incredible, and for it to be against Spain and win the game, I don't really have words for that.
What kind of individual confidence does that give you here at the Euros, whether you face Spain or it's another nation?
Yeah, of course, loads of confidence. I think whenever you score, it always gives you that extra edge, and I think thinking back to them moments what kind of keeps my confidence, keeps my energy, and training well and things like that. So.
Now, Jess, I hate to break it to you, you're not just getting questions from me today. You're getting some questions from Lionesses fans as well. This is our Ask Me Anything feature. So fans have been getting in touch with specific questions for you. So they've sent a few through to you. So you ready? So there's a mixture of stuff here.
Okay.
First one is, when you all bring, your personal items with you to these sorts of tournaments, what's the most unusual or unnecessary thing that you feel like one of your teammates has brought?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know anything unusual or weird like that. I don't know anything specific. I think people would keep that to themselves, to be honest. But Grace is a massive overpacker. I will claim that, and I think whatever she brings, I don't know how she fits it in, but
well, apparently
massive.
It's Yorkshire tea bags.
That's one big thing. But honestly, I don't know how she gets it in the bag. She's just got loads, and she does it even when we go out to the town and things. She's a massive overpacker.
Are you one of those people on a holiday you can kind of cram it into a rucksack and she's got 4 cases?
Yeah, I mean, I can cram. Sometimes I bring too many shoes, but I haven't this time. I really made sure I was aware of it. So
we'll allow that. Right, next question. If you could switch position with any other teammate for a game, who would it be and why?
As in position to play?
Yeah.
Oh, good question. I mean, this is going to sound crazy, but I would love to try and play goalkeeper. No, never going to happen, obviously. No, but I would love to see...
I mean, you've got the height for it, so...
Well, yeah, I can jump. I'll put it out there. But no, I think it would be nice to see it from that perspective, because, football, when you're playing outfield, there are links between each position. You always have to do defending, you always have to try and attack. So to be a goalkeeper, it'd be lovely to see it from that.
I mean, to be fair, Hannah Hampton told us the other day she missed scoring goals. So maybe you two just do a swap.
Just a quick... No, I don't think Serena would.
Serena's going to have that.
No, I don't think.
How do you stay grounded, Jess, with all the attention and expectation that is on this team?
I think it's just... we have some nice pieces, actually. I don't know if you've seen them, but they have us now and our little selves. So when we were kids, and
nice.
There's a picture of both of us in the same, standing at Wembley, as if we were mascots with our first kits on. And I think that is a really, really nice piece, where we can kind of remember where we've come from. And I think that's one thing here that has really kept me grounded, and I think I look at it every time I walk past it and I just remember the little girl. So that's
wow. So
definitely.
a really good visual aid.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, nice. I love that. We know you love dogs. If you were a breed of dog, what would you be and why?
I'd probably be a Chihuahua, wouldn't I? The height and
we figured.
Yeah.
The height.
And I have them. And,
that was what I was going for.
I can be snappy at times.
And just finally, we're going to do a Lionesses Sports Day lineup for you, because obviously we hear all about Lauren Hemp being so fast and all of you guys having these attributes. We never get to test it out though. So we're thinking, if you were lining up a lioness for the 100 metres, the 800 metres and the marathon.
Okay.
I've never run a marathon at a sports day, to be fair, but who would you be lining up in that and why?
I think it would be Hempo for the 100 metres.
She the fastest, definitively.
Yeah, I think so. I think, she's so powerful and she's so quick, and I think I'd back her over 100 metres. 800 metres, who would we go for that?
We're talking max effort around 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I'm going to go Alex Greenwood. I think she'd be good at it. I think that medium distance, keeping up the pace, I think she'd be quite good at that. And then for the long one...
Have any of you ever run a marathon?
I'm not sure. I definitely haven't.
We'll have to
And I
find
won't
out.
be looking at it, doing it anytime soon. But I'd probably back Leah, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Leah or Les, I think.
Right.
Les never stops running, so.
I thought you were going to say Lucy Bronze because we.
Oh, great one. She could be my 800 metre, actually.
Yeah, to be honest, she'd
wow.
probably do all of them, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she would,
Volunteer
after
herself.
each other as well.
Lovely stuff, Jess. Congratulations for everything so far, and best of luck for,
Thank you
for
very
Thursday.
much. Thank you.